Um, yeah, it should have already been dead. Like it has progressed. Okay, so I feel like it's even though it's a current situation, the breakup has been for a while. Okay, at least that's the feeling I'm getting. It could be different groups. Two major arcana too. Wow. Okay, that was just so strange. It came out like that. All right, now let's go to the next position, which is the issue, obstacle, or fate. So what is the issue, obstacle, or fate for Virgos? Okay, too many. They didn't come up face up either. So okay, what's the issue, obstacle, or fate for Virgos? The Ten of Swords. Yeah, so you're dealing with the breakup. This one's more fresh, okay? I'm trying to move these out of the way so we can just have some viewing room. Let's see here. And it could have been a betrayal, okay? I was getting a little bit of two-faced energy, but it doesn't have to be. I just get the idea of betrayal. And it still feels fresh if it's not. Ah, well, that's why the Knight of Wands reversed. He's okay in the upright. In the reverse, he's terrible. He departs. He's not known for sticking around. He's a cheater. Okay. And this could be multiple cheatings. It doesn't have to be, but basically he does not want to stay. He does not want commitment. And we do have, the possibility of cheating. It's like something you can't get over. Could be fire sign, air sign, Scorpio. Okay. Wow. Okay, so that's your obstacle or fate. It's getting over that. Okay. All right, what are the steps that will help you with the issue, obstacle, or fate? What are the steps for Virgos? All right. The Four of Swords in reverse. This tells me a lot about you're thinking about the Three of Swords, which is alluded to here. You're thinking about the heartbreak, the third parties, the breakup. You're reliving the hurts right over here. So it could have been a long time ago, but it feels fresh if it's not fresh. Some of you are actually hoping that this breakup or this absence is temporary. It tends to be like an on and off again vibe a little bit. But with death here reversed and the Four of Swords, I just get that the sorrow isn't quite over yet for you. You're living it, which is a completely different reading than the other Virgo video I had, which was moving on. So let's clarify this Four of Swords as your steps. Okay. The Fool reversed and the Hanged Man reversed. I had a feeling both of these would come out reversed, if they came out at all. Okay. So the Fool is about hanging on, which is risky. It's risky for you to hang on. Because, I mean, look at this. He's like on a perilous journey. And the dog's like, look, dude, I got paws. I can't help you. And here the woman is nurturing this. Okay. She's feeding it, even though it's, not going anywhere. It's in limbo. It's supposed to be very religious looking, right? With the cross, and then like Mary, the sour wine, that kind of a thing. Even though that didn't actually, she didn't give him sour wine, but just all these symbolisms. That's what's probably been going on. In reverse, it's saying, don't take the risk. It's foolish. This person has not been enlightened. They're unevolved. And you're keeping yourself in limbo and you need a new perspective. So with this Four of Swords here, I feel like you have yet to really contemplate the higher levels, the spiritual aspects to this, which is it's hurting you spiritually, okay? because you're focused on Three of Swords with this Four of Swords reversed. You're thinking about it. It could be that there's a little less prayer going on. Okay, that could be remedied really quickly. Okay. But definitely needed to change your perspective, and it looks like it's going to come through prayer. And also, just not, if this person wants to come back, if it's on and off again, it's not letting them. It's not walking off the cliff. Okay. Wow. All right. Let's move these out of the way. The next position is, what is it about you, Virgo, that will help you with those steps? Okay. So what is it about Virgos? It's like your strength. Okay. So what is it about Virgos? Wow. The Five of Wands reversed. Yes. You are not trying to get this person's attention. You're not going to fight for it. You're not going to put in any effort. You're willing to not do that. Okay. Let's clarify it. Why is the Five of Wands reversed? I think you were striving for their attention. You're not doing it anymore. So in a sense, you're planning on ignoring them. You also don't want to get into any kind of conflicts. And Five of Wands reversed is a breakup. So it may be that you decide finally to break up with them or to break it off, even if it's just in your head. Okay. The Nine of Wands reversed. Thank you, Jesus. We got the same thing. Willing to give up. Okay. It's like not struggling anymore. Nine of Wands upright is struggling to fight to the very bitter end. Okay. Here, it's giving up on something that's unsalvageable. Okay. And you don't want a Knight of Wands, trust me. Okay. And here with this particular imagery, it looks like the guy in green is playing an instrument. And so I take that as he's playing you. He's playing you like a violin. Okay. But you're not going to let it happen. You're not going to make music together. That's what I'm seeing. So you're basically being strong and giving up on it. All right. Now the next position is the challenge position. This could be the play on words, like the cards are challenging you to do something, or another issue or obstacle, a challenge that could pop up within January. Okay, so what is in the challenge? It could also be advice as well, just so you know. Okay, what's in the challenge area for the Virgos? Okay, it flipped around, so the Three of Wands. Your challenge is that you kind of want to wait, and you have really high hopes and expectations. Like it must be secretly. The cards are challenging you to turn your back. Okay. Why is the Three of Wands here as in the challenge section? Okay. Yep. I love it. And okay, also, the cards want you to foresee something. So I feel like this is a prediction. They want you to foresee the bright, high expectations of your future without this person. Okay. And it's the Nine of Cups in reverse, meaning you will realize this is not fulfilling, especially emotionally, but also you're going to take care of yourself, and you're going to be Six of Swords. You're going to make it onto land. And that's the moving on card. It's the healing card. It's like right now you're just kind of on the precipice. You haven't even gotten in the water. Okay. But eventually you'll make it to the other side. So it's saying to have high expectations. Okay. Of yourself is really what I see. All right, let's get the potential outcome. What's the potential outcome for Virgos? Should they follow the advice in this reading? Okay. So I'm only pulling the ones that showed upright. Okay. Otherwise we'd be here all night. Okay. First, I saw Magician, Eight of Pentacles. It feels very job related. And then we have Sagittarius's card, Temperance. Okay. So you could be dealing with Gemini, Scorpio, Sagittarius. Definitely have wand energy and sword energy. Okay. I feel like there's so much energy here about work. with the Magician, the Eight of Pentacles, and like working things out. It's not with this person, okay? I feel like you're going to put in a lot of hard work, and you're going to be like the master of yourself. It's a healing card in this particular instance. And this healing that you're going to get, man, that first reading I did for you guys must have been in the future somewhere, because in this reading, you guys had not moved on. But in your other reading, you moved on. So this one must be your current, and the other one was your future. What I'm seeing is you will heal from this, and when you heal from it, it will be forever. Okay? But it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some work. Let's clarify. Do we want to clarify with all these cards here? Okay, sure. All right. What is the potential outcome for Virgos? Should they follow the advice? Okay, you got 2 cards. Oh, good. Okay. Got a little scared for a second. You have the Sun and the Devil. So what I'm seeing here is you are going to be very, very happy. And in this particular case, I feel like you're getting away from the Devil, and it's not even in reverse. So it's because the Sun is here. If the Sun were not here, I would be very confused. I also feel as if there's a lot of chemistry and passion that you're going to find with somebody else, possibly a Capricorn, okay? Some of you may actually find a job or career path in the healing field that maybe you wouldn't have otherwise. This may be an advocacy for some reason. It doesn't have to be. But I do feel like you will find passion with somebody else, and it only comes from your enlightenment. Love is definitely around the corner for you, but you may focus on work in the interim. Work on yourself, work and career. Okay. Wow. All right. Let's look at the bottom of the deck, see if there's any other messages to glean, and then we'll move to the next spread. Okay, bottom of the main deck, the Star reverse. Could have been dealing with an Aquarius. What I'm seeing is there really is no hope for this particular relationship. I mean, the Knight of Wands reverse kind of just said it all, okay? And the World, but there's hope for you, okay? Could have been dealing with a fixed sign, okay? We also have the same cups and pentacles and everything as the Magician. But she's also holding wands like the Magician. But also these are like the Wheel of Fortune. We have the fixed signs like the water sign, Scorpio, air sign, Aquarius, pentacle, what's the pentacle again? Taurus, okay, and wand, Leo, okay. So you could be dealing with one of those, but there's no hope for the particular situation, but there is hope for closure and complete healing is what I'm seeing. All right. So some of you were like, I did not move on from this person in that last reading. You're like, I did not move on yet. So this reading must have been for you. All right. So let's see if we can get something for you from my deck. What messages are there for Virgos for their January 2019 reading? What do Virgos need to know? Well, all right, what message is there for Virgos? Secret. Oh, we have 3, which is Empress, which can be a Taurus card. As the Empress, you know. Let's see. What other messages are there? Okay, the secret will be out in the open. We have 12, which is Hanged Man. That may be how enlightenment comes. And with that sun and devil in your very end of your reading as the outcome, could be light is shown on the devil. Ah, self-confidence. This is really what I'm looking for you guys. It's letting go. Okay. And with that 5 of Wands and 9 of Wands reversed as what is your strength that helps you with everything, you're able to be confident enough to let something go. It won't be a secret for long. Yep, breakup. It deals with a breakup or you're planning on breaking up with someone. Okay. All right, now I want to do a little something else, just real quick. I wasn't really planning on it. I want to see what this new love around the corner is. All right. Let's see what that is. Actually, I'm going to break this up into 3 piles and I'm going to let you pick. Same deck, just 3 different piles. Let's see what this person's like. Any other messages we might be able to get. Okay, what messages are there? Virgos in regards to this new person around the corner. Okay. That's pile A. Pile B. And pile C. But overall, the star reversed. Okay. So you're having a hard time healing and letting go of the situation, possibly in Aquarius. Okay. But we're also saying it's not an Aquarius, most likely, that's coming through, or it's somebody who might help you a little bit with healing. All right, so if you are pile A, let's see what we have for you. All right, this person may be, wow, okay, hang on. Okay, wow. Virgo, you showed up here. So you could have another Virgo. Wow, we have 2 9s. Okay, so if you picked pile A, the person coming towards you may be your darkest fear. Because we have lots of challenges. We have the 5 of Wands, like we had earlier, but in reverse. It's the person, I think it's the same person that we've been reading about. Did you guys ask to get the same person you've been reading about? Because I get here, you don't want pile A. So the person coming around the corner for you could be that person coming back. Wasn't seeing that. Jeez. It could also be a very troublesome relationship, mostly due to your own fears that are left over from this last relationship. It'd be very challenging. And so you may decide to be single instead just because you've been dealing with so much. So pile A, you may have decided just not to deal with anybody in general. Okay. Like I bet Tarot by Tess won't pick that up. I don't want anybody coming around. Well, I found you. Okay. All right. Group B, you have the Tower, ooh, the Magician, and 6 of Wands. Okay. So the person coming around for you, it could be love at first sight with the Tower and the Magician right here. And then 6 of Wands. Yeah. But I believe this is somebody you'll manifest into your life because we have manifest and then believe and succeed. And he's very much a creator. So whenever the breakup happens or whenever you've had this horrible Tower moment for some people, it was all coming down to give you what's meant for you. It's a rebuilding of your life and in general, or your love life, and you're rebuilding it brick by brick. There's a possibility with the 2 6s here. It could be somebody from the past, and they want to rebuild with you. That's possible. As long as it's not that first person, okay? The Knight of Wands reverse person. All right, pile C people. You have the 3 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups reversed, and the 7 of Pentacles. Well, some of you are waiting for somebody to reach out and come together. This other person coming through, maybe somebody you know from work, through friends. I feel like you reached out to them. They may not have reached back. Or if you have been communicating, you just haven't really progressed, or you won't progress because this may not have happened yet because it's around the corner. And so you're going to feel kind of like you're left waiting. Okay.